There is immediate care that's being administered to some of the injured. As many as 15 PTI workers have been injured, and they are all been rushed to hospital for medical care. Abhishek Jha with us. Abhishek, this is the situation is unfolding by the minute and dramatic turn of events.
Of course, and initially when we thought that Imran Khan was safe, now we have clear visuals where Imran Khan is being held. He's injured clearly, and not only Imran Khan, the senior leadership of his party is also in.
Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. Former Prime Minister of Pakistan Imran Khan was shot at when he was holding a rally in Wazirabad. A gunman opened fire at Imran Khan while he was giving a speech to his supporters. We are learning he has suffered bullet shots on both his legs. Apparently, 3 bullets have managed to hit him. Along with Imran Khan, 15 PTI workers, including the former governor of Sindh, were also injured. PTI leader Imran Khan has now been shifted to Lahore, where he is undergoing treatment in Shakut Khanum Hospital. Doctors have said he's out of danger. Reacting to the attack, Imran Khan has apparently said Allah has given him a new life and that he'll keep on fighting. Minutes after the attack, clashes have apparently also broken out between PTI workers and Punjab police. We'll get you more on the situation currently prevailing in Punjab of Pakistan, and also, of course, from Lahore, where Imran Khan is currently getting medical aid. But first up, listen in to the alleged attacker. We don't know for certain whether there were more, but this man is certainly saying he wanted to kill Imran Khan. And then also listen in from eyewitnesses, other reactions post this assassination bid on the former Pakistan Prime Minister.
ये सर मैंने इसलिए किया है कि ये लोगों को गुमराह कर रहा था इमरान खान, और मुझसे ये चीज़ देखी नहीं गई, और मैंने इसको मार दिया। मारने की कोशिश की, पूरी मारने की कोशिश की कि मैं इसको मारूंगा, सिर्फ और सिर्फ इमरान खान को और किसी को नहीं। जिस दिन का ये लाहौर से चला है, उस दिन से मैंने ये साजिश ये सोची,
जिस दिन से लाहौर से चला
कि मैंने इसको छोड़ना
नहीं। तुम्हारे पीछे कौन है जिसने ये सारा?
मेरे पीछे कोई नहीं है, मैं अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
तुम्हारे साथ कितने लोग थे?
कोई भी नहीं है, अकेला।
जब तुम घर से आए हो तो कौन था तुम्हारे साथ? अकेला था, बाइक अपनी पे आया हूँ, अपनी बाइक। बाइक कहाँ है तुम्हारी? बाइक
मैंने मामू की दुकान पे खड़ी कर दी थी।
मामू की
दुकान पे खड़ी कर दी शॉप।
खान साहब के साथ बाईपास से पैदल आ रहा था दौड़ता हुआ, तो साथ था। बस वो मैंने देखा है, मैंने कहा ये क्या पिस्टल, तो उसने जब सीधा किया मैंने उसको पकड़ लिया उसको मैंने।
अच्छा, आपने पहले ही देख लिया था कि वो गोली
उसने निकाले? मुझे नहीं लगता ऊपर किसी को लगा हो, लेकिन वो तैयारी में नहीं था, उसने निकालते साथ ही ऐसे करके फायर मारा।
मतलब एक फायर उसने किया है, दूसरा फायर करने लगा था, आपने पकड़ लिया?
उसकी ना पिस्टल भी आटो थी मेरे हाथ से। जब मैंने उसको पकड़ा है ना, वो तरतर ही नीचे आई है, वो एक बंदे को लग भी गई।
अच्छा, नीचे जो बंदा था उसको लगी है? हाँ। और आपको भी लग सकती थी?
लग जाती तो लग जाती, यहाँ लग जाती। इस बात के लिए मैं शर्मिंदा हूँ कि मैं उसको पहले फायर भी नहीं पकड़ सका। इंशाल्लाह ताला आइंदा ऐसा कोई सोचे भी ना, नहीं तो वो तो पुलिस पकड़ के लेगी, मैं उसको मार देना।
सबके लिए ढेरों दुआएं, अल्लाह ताला आप सबको अपने हिफ्ज़-ओ-अमान में रखे। इमरान खान साहब के लिए दुआएं, अल्लाह उन्हें अपने हिफ्ज़-ओ-अमान में रखे। अल्लाह का करम है, सब खैरियत से। कुछ साथी हमारे जो शदीद जख्मी है, एक साथी का बताया जा रहा है कि वो शहीद हो गया, और बाकी साथी शदीद जख्मी है। बस दुआएं करें, सबके लिए दुआ करें, हम भी दुआ करते हैं, आप भी दुआ करें
कि ये आदमी एक फितना है, ये इस मुल्क को फितना और फसाद से दो चार करना चाहता है। इसका कौम को इदराक करना चाहिए, और इस फितने का सर जो है वो अभी कुचलना चाहिए, वरना ये इस मुल्क और कौम को किसी हादसे से जो है ये।
Well, the last reaction you heard is actually an ominous warning that was shot out by Imran Khan's political opponents earlier, and that is why there are questions being raised of what has happened today. But let's also get you some breaking updates that are coming in. Apparently, riots have broken out in Pakistan's Punjab region after Imran Khan's rally was shot at in Wazirabad, and in fact, Imran Khan also suffered bullet injuries. We also ran that footage of Imran Khan, who was being taken for medical aid earlier inside a container, and then of course he's been treated at a hospital right now. All right, this is the footage that we're getting right now. This is from Pakistan's Punjab area. You can see a large number of people who are on the streets. They're clearly agitated, and it is quite clear they've begun to burn stuff. I can see possibly one person who's carrying some container of some sorts, and is possibly lighting stuff on fire. So these are the kind of scenes that are prevailing right now in Punjab of Pakistan. A riot-like situation, certainly a tense situation. And if we hear the voices that are coming in from the likes of PTI spokespersons and leaders, they're warning of ominous retaliation by the public, they say, on this failed assassination bid on Imran Khan. Let me also break down for our viewers amongst the many footages that have come to light. This is the footage. You can see this is the footage from the rally where Imran Khan was in Wazirabad earlier. He's on that truck, the rally campaign truck and vehicle. And that's the moment of the bullets being fired. It is clearly an automatic weapon that has opened fire. And you see a lot of people on that truck falling down. And then chaos and commotion ensuing. There are multiple footages that are coming to light, all showing the kind of aftermath that possibly one or two attackers, gun-wielding attackers, have left in the aftermath of this shooting, attack and assassination bid. Let me also go across to the guests who are joining us right now. Mohit Jafri is joining us from Pakistan. He's a Pakistani journalist. Sushant Sareen is senior fellow, ORF. Hamid Khan and Abdul Qayyum Siddiqui, also senior journalist, joining us from Pakistan. Mohit Jafri, can I come to you first up? What's the latest that you can bring to us? What is the situation that Imran Khan is in right now? And what is the situation just generally prevailing in Wazirabad, in Punjab, etc.?
The situation in Pakistan and especially in Punjab and all over is pretty tense, as one can imagine. Imran Khan leads one of the most popular political parties in Pakistan. And he's been riding a popularity wave ever since he decided to come up with that narrative that the current government has been installed by foreign intervention of Western powers, which is why he was adamant on ousting this current government. He tried it once with a march, a similar march a couple of months ago, did not work out for him. And then he gave the call for this particular march. Now, leading up to the march, it's important to know that Imran Khan was warned by security agencies. He was warned by intelligence agencies. There were multiple reports of a probable or a possible attack on Imran Khan, an assassination attempt.
And why is that? Mohit, I'm going to come to the crux of this issue now. We know that there's been a failed assassination bid on him, but why? Why is he under attack?
Well, as you heard the attacker say, he says that he's basically had enough of Imran Khan's misleading narrative of this foreign installed government, and he believes that Imran Khan was misleading the entire nation, and he could not take any more of that, which is why.
No, but Mohit, that alleged attacker is saying that there's nobody behind him, that he's acting of his own volition, that there is no concerted plan or effort to assassinate Imran Khan. So, if he was warned by security agencies, where is that threat coming from? From just random individuals like this alleged attacker seems to be, or something more?
Well, the information that I can share with you here was that Pakistan right now, as you know, based on the geostrategic situation in the region, faces multiple challenges when it comes to its security situation. Some of the security briefs that came out were about the fact that there could be a situation where someone outside of Pakistan or forces that are not entirely sympathetic or favorable to Pakistan might use and exploit this situation where Imran Khan is highly vulnerable out there in the open, marching towards Islamabad with a lot of people on his side, with a lot of susceptibility and vulnerability. And that might lead to further chaos.
Just hold on with me, Mohit. I want to go across to Abdul Qayyum Siddiqui, also senior journalist, joining us from Pakistan. Abdul, I'm going to pose the same question to you, but slightly differently. Exactly who wants Imran Khan dead?
Nobody. Nobody wants Imran Khan dead. It is the Imran Khan who has been claiming by himself that somebody or some people somewhere, since long he has been saying this. If he is pointing, these are all speculation right now. The reality is the attacker is under arrest. and he is claiming that nobody is behind him. But it is not a simple question. Definitely, if somebody else, if you pointing some institution or some political enemies. So the question is why they hire an immature shooter who cannot, was that much of who can't hit the right thing. So if somebody who or institutions or the political enemies want to destroy Imran Khan, then they must have much more resources. So why they hired a single person?
An amateur, as you said. Okay.
Yeah,
can I just bring it? Can I just take? Can I just take an opening response from all of our guests who are joining us, and then of course we can delve deep into it. Hamid Khan, senior Pakistani journalist, is also with us, and I'm also joined by Shehzad Anwar Farooqi. So my question remains the same: what is it, Shehzad, that has led to this assassination bid on Imran Khan, and who could be behind it?
देखिए बेसिकली इस वक्त मुआशरे में इतना इंतशार है, पाकिस्तानी मुआशरा इस वक्त सियासी इंतशार का शिकार है और यहाँ पर इतनी ज्यादा तकसीम है कि लोग एक दूसरे की ना तो बात सुनने को तैयार हैं और ना एक दूसरे के सियासी हकूक को तस्लीम करने के लिए तैयार हैं। पीटीआई एक तरफ ये दावा करती है कि वो अपने एक जमहूरी हक के लिए वो सड़कों पर निकली है, इमरान खान साहब उसको लीड कर रहे हैं, वो इससे पहले भी ये एक्सरसाइज करते रहे हैं। दूसरी तरफ जो है, अगर आप राना सनाउल्लाह साहब, जिनका अभी आपने साउंड बाइट थोड़ी देर पहले चलाया था, तो उसमें उन्होंने कहा था कि ये फितना है और इसका अगर अभी से सद्देबाब न किया गया या सर न कुचला गया तो शायद जो है वो ज्यादा नुकसान करेगा। तो यो इस तरह की आप समझे कि हेटेड किस्म के जो बयानात हैं वो आपकी सियासत में मजीद पोलराइजेशन को फरोग देते हैं, मजीद हालात को भड़काते हैं। अभी मैं ये जो लड़का है जिसका अभी हम सब जिक्र कर रहे हैं, जिसका नाम नवीद बताया जा रहा है, अराई है और ये वजीराबाद के इलाके सोदरा से इसका ताल्लुक है। अच्छा, ये जो नवीद है इसने अपने इब्तदाई बयान में एक चीज कही है जिसकी तरफ शायद अभी हमने तवज्जो नहीं दे रहे। वो कह रहा है कि जी ये अजान के वक्त जो है वो म्यूजिक चला के जा रहा था, तो इसमें वो थोड़ा सा वो इस्लामी टच दे रहा है और साथ वो ये कह रहा है कि वो जिस दिन से निकला था मैं उस दिन से मैंने फैसला किया था कि मैं इसको मार दूंगा, ये कौम को गुमराह कर रहा था। तो ये इतना मासूम और इतना सादा आदमी तो ये मुझे नहीं लगता, जिस तरह से वो दो चीजों का कॉम्बिनेशन मिला के बता रहा है।
So okay, Shehzad, I think you've made a very good point. You're saying could this be an act of one deranged individual who's just a lunatic, or is there a bigger design behind this? Hamid Khan, before I bring in our Indian expert, Hamid Khan, what do you think?
Thank you very much. Let's have the investigation first, and we cannot jump into the conclusion. But as far as the history of Pakistan is concerned, and as far as the situation is concerned, there are many. I would humbly disagree with Qayyum Siddiqui Saab that Imran Khan had no enemy. Imran Khan had many threats for his life, and politically enemies, and internationally, anybody can target Imran Khan to sabotage the peace in the country and sabotage his peaceful rallies. So there is no question that Imran Khan.
But what are you hinting at, Hamid Khan? Some inimical forces to Pakistan wanting to disturb peace as it exists? Peace is a strong word in Pakistan, or his political opponents?
To be honest, anybody who's enemy of Pakistan, they can find it an opportunity.
But we've played a bite of a Pakistani leader only, no? A political opponent who's saying that Imran Khan should be crushed.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Even the political, the fingers are towards him as well. Why the interior minister was using these kinds of words that he should be crushed or he should be taught a lesson or something. So, I believe that the thorough investigation needs to be done. We cannot rely on single person's statement. And secondly, in the investigation, that interior minister should not be the part of that investigation where he has been threatening to ex-Prime Minister Imran Khan himself. So, how can he be the part of that investigation?
That's a good point you raise. What is the scope of this investigation, and whether any free and fair investigation can take place when Imran Khan is the biggest albatross around the neck of the current government and those in power currently, is actually a big question and a fair question to ask. But before I get into that, I want to bring in Sushant Sareen also. Sushant, what do you think? Can we take the word of the so-called alleged attacker at face value that this guy just has some axe to grind against Imran Khan? He doesn't like him, he doesn't like his ways, and therefore just opened fire? Or is there something more?
Shivani, I'll come to your question in a bit, but let me just tell some of your Pakistani guests that anybody who's an enemy of Pakistan or not a friend of Pakistan would like nothing more than to see Imran Khan return to power in Pakistan. Because he will do to Pakistan in power what a dead Imran Khan can never do. So I think they need to be looking at that from that angle as well. Secondly, I think it's very important to understand that there are a lot of conflicting news coming in right now. All kinds of stuff is coming in. There is somebody says there was one shooter. There are other people who are saying there were 2 or 3 shooters. Nobody is quite clear as to who exactly it was. I think what I think it was Mr. Siddiqui or somebody else or the other gentleman after him who gave the who quoted this guy's confession, if at all it can be confession. And it sounded pretty simplistic, but look, there are enough crazies in the world, and Pakistan has its share of crazies. Some of these guys, people with a similar bent of mind, had earlier shot at an earlier Home Minister, Interior Minister Ehsan Iqbal, because because of certain stand he had taken, and they'd shot at him. Thankfully, the gentleman survived that particular attack. There have been other such instances as well. So that is a very, very real possibility. Okay. For anybody to equate a statement of a political rival like Rana Sanaullah, the Interior Minister right now, who says, I will crush Imran, it's a political statement. What he's talking about is to crush Imran politically. True, he's not saying, I am going to murder him, right? I'm going to get him killed. He's not, so this kind of conflation is something which needs to be avoided in this tense atmosphere. But who are Imran has a share of enemies, and he's cultivated those enemies, because that's what his politics is all about. He has polarized Pakistan and he has divided Pakistan, including the Pakistan army, that like nobody else in Pakistan has done before him.
And let's not forget, yes, Sushant, can I come in? Let's not forget.
1 second, Shivani. Just let me, tell you something. Yes, it is a possibility that he has been targeting the Pakistan army. The Pakistan army hates him right now. At least the leadership hates him. They might want to get him, remove him from the scene. But tell me something. An organization like the ISI, which has carried out assassinations in places like Sweden, in Canada, in other places, parts of the world, and very, very professionally, do you think they'll be that clumsy and amateurish to send somebody like this to carry it out? There could be other terrorist groups, militant groups who want all kinds of problems to come into Pakistan. It is quite possible that it could be a false flag attack. It's not entirely to be ruled out.
Okay.
But like,
can I come in? I think the point that you're raising, that why would they send an amateur like this who can't finish the job, quote unquote, was some point that was raised by our previous guest also. But let me also add one more thing to this, because attacking Imran Khan or eliminating Imran Khan, we know could backfire. He does enjoy a sizable popular support. So while in the long term you may say, if he's gone, he's gone, but we know the situation that could prevail in Pakistan if such an attempt was to make, and we dread that situation could happen now, Sushant.
Yeah, but hasn't that happened in the past? It happened with Benazir Bhutto. Yeah, precisely. So parts of Pakistan were up in flames for a couple of days. And then who even remembers Benazir Bhutto anymore, except for her diehard supporters? Life does not stop because somebody has been bummed off. Life carries on, politics carries on. And so you can't rule that possibility out. But I think there are multiple possibilities behind this particular attack. Investigations will have to be carried, but you can't say that I will get an investigator of my choice. There is a government, whatever that government might be. Incidentally, this incident happened in Punjab province, which is ruled by Imran Khan's own party. His own, alliance partner is the chief minister of that particular place, and the gentleman does not enjoy a very savory reputation. He has a very unsavory reputation. He also, right? And remember one thing: when Benazir Bhutto was killed, in a letter which she had sent to her friend in the US, she had named him as one possible assassin in the future. So, Pakistani politics is very murky, very dirty. There are wheels within wheels. It puts Game of Thrones to shame, frankly speaking. So anything is possible. But I think an investigation, an unbiased investigation will have to be done. But last point, Shivani. It doesn't matter what the investigation brings out. I think this attack is now going to be milked politically for every little drop it is worth. Every drop of blood which has been shed, it will be milked by Imran Khan completely and totally. So the investigation does not matter anymore. Imran Khan is going to target his political rivals and his rivals in the Pakistani state, and he's going to take pot shots at them. And he's going to mobilize his support on that basis.
And could this be a turning point of sorts when it comes to this battle between Imran Khan and the quote-unquote establishment in Pakistan? We have to see. But speaking of that, possibly a sense is emerging of what that battle ahead could be like. So gentlemen, just hold on with me. We're getting updates. Imran Khan's aide has actually threatened that there will be a war, quote-unquote. PTI top leader Fawad Chaudhry's big statement has come to light. And I'm quoting him, he has said, ab jang hogi aur sareaam hogi. So there will be a war and in open, Fawad Chaudhry has said after the attack on his leader Imran Khan. He has also said that we will take revenge of this attack. Now, what does this mean? Is this again political language? As the Interior Minister said, we will crush Imran Khan. Let's listen into what Fawad Chaudhry has said.
Imran Khan ke upar hamla, Pakistan ke upar hamla hai. और इसका बदला लिया जाएगा। ऐसे नहीं जाएगा। हमारे बच्चों का खून या पाए, हमारे लीडर का खून या पाए, ये बदला लोगे। पाकिस्तान के तरीके इंसाफ के लोगों को मैं कहता हूँ, वादा करो, बदला लो। जिस तरीके से हम अमन की पार्टी है, हम बंदूकों वाली पार्टी नहीं है, लेकिन हमारे लीडर के ऊपर बंदूकों से हमला किया गया है। उस दिन लोग जो इसके पीछे हैं, वो कान खुल के सुन ले, आप कान खोल के सुन ले, हम इसका बदला लेंगे इंशाल्लाह।
So there you have it, Shahzad Anwar Farooqi. I'm coming to you first up for your reaction on this statement by Fawad Chaudhry. Is Pakistan already in free fall, and could it be in worse free fall in days to come?
अल्लाह ना करे मेरे मुंह में खाक, लेकिन हालात कुछ ज्यादा अच्छे नहीं है। मैं आपको एक बात बता दूं कि अभी जो बात हो रही थी और जो दोस्त मेरे बात कह रहे थे कि ये अंदरूनी मामला है, अगर हम इसको एक पिछले वाकये के साथ जोड़कर देखें, अभी कीनिया में हमारे दोस्त जो अरशद शरीफ के साथ जो कुछ हुआ और उससे एक अनरेस्ट पैदा हुआ, एक ऐसी लहर पैदा हुई जो ऑलरेडी अभी आप समझिए कि वो बन रही थी वो लहर, जिसके दौरान अब ये दूसरा वाकया हो गया है। तो ये एक और नई थ्योरी भी मार्केट में है कि शायद ये कोई तीसरा आदमी है जो मुल्क से बाहर है, जिसके ये इंटरेस्ट है कि किसी तरह से पाकिस्तान के जो हालात पहले से खराब है उसको मजीद खराब किया जाए। और मुझे इसमें कोई शक नहीं है कि जिस तरह का स्टेटमेंट फवाद चौधरी साहब ने दिया है, मैं इसकी किसी तौर पर हमायत नहीं कर सकता।
सिचुएशन खराब की जाए, बट टू व्हाट एंड? एंड गेम क्या है? रिजल्ट क्या है चाह रहे हैं?
देखिए, रिजल्ट तो यही है जो आपके सामने नजर आ रहा है। पहले पॉलिटिकल इंस्टेबिलिटी है, फाइनेंशियली पाकिस्तान प्रॉब्लम में है, उसके बाद अगर आप इसकी सड़कों पे लोगों को ले आते हैं और लोग किसी ना किसी तरह खुदा ना खास्ता जो फवाद चौधरी जुबान इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं, और मैं चाहते हुए भी उनकी सपोर्ट नहीं कर सकता इस मामले पे कि वो इसका बदला लेंगे या वो लोगों को उकसा रहे हैं जिस तरह से पहले दूसरे लोग उकसा रहे थे। तो इससे तो किसी का अच्छा नहीं होगा, पाकिस्तान का तो एटलीस्ट बिल्कुल भी अच्छा नहीं होगा। और मैं ये समझता हूँ कि जो लोग पाकिस्तान को डिस्टेबल करना चाहते हैं, ये उनके गेम प्लान के मुताबिक है, ये उनके डिजाइन के मुताबिक है, और हमें कूल एंड काम रहना है। देखिए, इमरान खान एक मकबूल लीडर है, इसमें कोई शक नहीं। और उसमें दूसरी सबसे अच्छी बात यह है कि जो जितने भी उनके पॉलिटिकल ओपोनेंट हैं, अभी मौजूदा वजीर आजम जो शहबाज शरीफ हैं, सबसे पहले उन्होंने इसकी मजम्मत भी की और उन्होंने इज़हार हमदर्दी और उनकी दुआ सेहत के लिए की। उसके बाद उनके भाई जो कि साबिक वजीर आजम हैं मियां नवाज शरीफ, उन्होंने बयान दिया। उसके बाद जो साबिक सदर हैं आसिफ जरदारी, और जो उनके दूसरे जो KPK से एक मजहबी जमात के सरबराह हैं मौलाना फजलुर रहमान, उन्होंने भी मजम्मत की और उनकी सेहत के लिए दुआ की। तो पॉलिटिकली लोग इसको बेहतर करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये जिस तरह के स्टेटमेंट्स हैं, मेरा ख्याल है इसमें तमाम पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज को अपनी जनरल डायरेक्शन जारी करनी चाहिए। नीचे की जो उनकी लीडरशिप है उनको बताना चाहिए कि जल्दी पर तेल डालने से कुछ हासिल नहीं होगा। आपको लोगों को कूल एंड काम करना है। अभी पूरे पाकिस्तान में लोग मुख्तलिफ शहरों में सड़कों पर है।
पीटीआई के तो हर लीडर, हर स्पोक्समैन ये कह रहे हैं कि भैया इसका तो अब बदला लिया जाएगा। कैन आई ब्रिंग इन मोहित जाफरी? Look at the language that Fawad Chaudhry is using. This can only ignite the situation further.
This is the worst thing. I understand campers are feeling right now, and the PTI believe that they've been wrong. But this was the worst thing any PTI leader could have done. We remember when Benazir Bhutto was shot, Asif Zardari came out and he was the voice of reason. He told everybody to calm down and they should not go for any such activities that might jeopardize Pakistan's stability. And it was something that could have been avoided. To answer your question, let's do a little breakdown of the situation regarding who has the best motive, who gains most out of Imran Khan's assassination or an attempt at Imran Khan's assassination. When it comes to the political opponents of Imran Khan, over the past 6-7 months, they have seen proven cases in courts, personal cases of corruption against Imran Khan, of selling government assets. Everything has been proven, but his support is not dwindling. So they understand by their own exercise that such an action is only and only going to gain Imran Khan more strength.
No, you're right. You're right. This could backfire, as I said. But could you just hold on your thoughts? I think we're getting some responses from Pakistan on what has taken place at the PTI rally today, the failed bid of assassination against Imran Khan. Let's listen in.
पैराफर्नेलिया वफाकी है, वो बताया गया है चीफ सेक्रेटरी को और आईजी पंजाब को कि वो पूरी तरह ताउन करेंगे पंजाब हुकूमत के साथ। और मैं आखिर में एक दफ़ा फिर इस बात पे ज़रूर ज़ोर दूंगी कि खुदारा अपनी स्टेटमेंट्स, अपने बयानात, अपनी जो बातें हैं उनको मज़ीद इंतशार फैलाने में, मज़ीद इश्तियाल अंगेज़ी में, मज़ीद नफ़रत अंगेज़ी में प्लीज़ खुदा का वास्ता है तब्दील ना करवाएँ। और मैं ये भी दुआ करती हूँ कि अल्लाह ताला हम सबको अपनी हिफाजत में रखे, हम सबको महफूज रखे और इस तरह के जो वाक़यात हैं पाकिस्तान अब इसका मुतहम्मिल नहीं हो सकता। बहुत शुक्रिया।
All right. So that's one of the statements that's coming in from the establishment. I'm also reading out the statement, the first Pakistan Army statement that has come in after the attack on Imran Khan, and it reads, firing incident during long march near Gujranwala is highly condemnable. Sincere prayers for precious life lost and speedy recovery and well-being of Chairman PTI, Mr. Imran Khan, and all those injured in this unfortunate incident. All right. We're also awaiting for more of the reactions that we're gathering and some more footages that we're being able to access. We'll run them as soon as we get. But Sushant, you want to, Moin, you want to finish what you were saying? That any attack on a popular leader like Imran Khan, if it was failed or not failed, was set to backfire. So you're possibly saying his political opponents don't have the highest motive to attack him. Then who else?
Exactly. Now, coming to the military establishment, we've seen over the past months, probably over the past year, how the military establishment has been very keen, especially the Chief of the Army Staff of Pakistan, they've been very keen in bringing Pakistan to taking Pakistan out of the economic crisis. Also, we've recently came out of the FATF grey list into the FATF white list after a very long time and after adhering to and complying to a lot of conditions. So the military establishment, considering that they've been focusing on a more stable Pakistan economically going forward, any such incident would actually take Pakistan eons back when it comes to that front on the forum of FATF, on the forum of global international investment in Pakistan. So that also does not make any sense if that was even a consideration. So with these two parties eliminated through reasoning, in my humble opinion, I believe that such an attack, also as Mr. Siddiqui pointed out, yourself and Mr. Shukla, that it would be highly likely that an organized organization such as the military or a political hitman would be so inept that he or she would take out a gun in the middle of a rally, point it at the container and just start firing. So I believe there is way more to it. An investigation, a thorough investigation needs to be done
to understand the motive behind this particular attack.
Okay.
And also the fact that if this has to go through, if this long march is allowed to go through, what would be the parameters? What would be the measures that need to be taken right now that have not been, or even if it is possible to ensure safety at such a large rally, which is moving through unprotected and open space.
Okay. Yeah, my main focus in a bit is going to be what happens next in Pakistan, because that is a concern for India too. But I want to reiterate the Pakistani Army's first statement after Imran Khan's assassination bid. They've said firing incident during long march near Gujranwala is highly condemnable. Sincere prayers for precious life lost and speedy recovery and well-being of Chairman PTI Mr. Imran Khan and all those injured in this unfortunate incident. Speaking of this incident, for the first time, we've accessed what seems to be a longer footage that actually shows you exactly what happened. So far, we were piecing together what happened through bits and pieces of footage. We've got a long, uncut footage now, which is showing exactly what happened. Let's play that out as well. All right, so this is moments after the shooting has taken place. This is atop that campaign vehicle. It is jam-packed and it has taken a minute for everyone to realize that Imran Khan has suffered bullet injuries. From our last information, he suffered bullet injuries on both his legs and 3 bullets out of the ones fired managed to hit him. And there are, of course, there are some other footages, if we can just choose them and play them out also, where actually the gunmen are visible. There are also people who overpowered the gunmen are also visible. There is the aftermath of the shooting on ground also visible. In one of the footages that I watched, the people are looking up above those shops, etc. possibly. It is quite possible, maybe I'm just extrapolating from the way that people were looking up, that the shooter was maybe on that first floor level, and that's why he managed to attack those who were on the truck and managed to hit several of them. In fact, there is another footage of another person who's been hit on the leg. So certainly injuries have been sustained, and the angle is such that the legs were the ones that seem to be attacked for most people. So Shan Sareen, I'm coming back to you. We've got the Pakistani Army's first response. We've got the Pakistani government's response. A high-level probe has been ordered. But fundamentally, from an Indian perspective, my question to you is this. How worried should we be about what could happen in Pakistan next?
Shivani, we should be worried if Pakistan starts imploding. I think instability in Pakistan, and I believe that, and I don't think I need to mince my words, instability in Pakistan is not a bad thing for us because, as long as these guys are occupied within themselves, the fallout on us is limited. Their ability to carry out adventurism against India is that much constrained. And the more their economy tanks and the more they are running around trying to, keep the economy afloat, it works very well for us. But the problem is that if things go beyond that situation and everything starts unraveling, you have, and I'm now talking about very extreme situations and scenarios a civil war-like situation, an implosion, or widespread violence inside Pakistan, then I think that is something which is India's worst nightmare come true. Because regardless of the fact that we have no love lost for Pakistan, the fact that a country of 220, 230 million people on your border, and which is not a border which is, like the India-Chinese border, which is very difficult to cross. These are the plains of the Punjab. A country of 230 million people getting destabilized, going through an implosion. You cannot escape the fallout of that. And frankly, that is something which keeps me awake at night on many, many occasions. I have no love lost for Pakistan, like I've said, but I don't think that is something I want to see happen to Pakistan.
Let me just take a few reactions from our Pakistani guests as well, because they will possibly be in a better situation to gauge whether things could go awry as far as Pakistan is concerned. So, शहजाद जी, एक बार फिर से आपको क्या लगता है कि अगले आने वाले कुछ दिनों में क्या हो सकता है और आपको उम्मीद क्या है कि क्या होगा?
देखिए, पहली तो मेरी ख्वाहिश और मेरी दुआ ये है कि अल्लाह ताला इस सारे मामले का जो आउटकम है वो पाकिस्तान के हवाले से बेहतर करे, अच्छा करे। लेकिन जो मुझे लग रहा है और जो मेरा अंदेशा है कि ये चीज अब वहां पे चली गई है कि जो बहुत सारे लोगों के अपने हाथ से निकल गई है। अब बेहतर तो यही था कि कोई एक फरीक अपनी पोजीशन से थोड़ा सा रिट्रीट करता, थोड़ा पीछे हटता, एक कदम दो कदम, और कुछ थोड़ा स्पेस एक दूसरे को देते। लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली जो पॉलिटिकल इवेंट्स हैं उन्होंने कुछ इस तरह की शक्ल इख्तियार की है कि जिसमें अब उनके पास शायद पीछे हटने की भी स्पेस नहीं है। अगर कोई बंदा ये समझता है कि उसको पीछे हटने से पॉलिटिकली नुकसान होगा तो वो करना चाहेगा।
जैसे फवाद चौधरी बोल रहे हैं अब तो वॉर होगा ना, अब तो मतलब पूरी लड़ाई होगी और खुले में होगी।
नहीं, ये लड़ाई तो नहीं होने देंगे जी। ये तो मुझे आई कैन अश्योर यू कि मेरा नहीं ख्याल कि जिन लोगों की जिम्मेदारी है पाकिस्तान को संभालने की, वो यहाँ तक मामला जाने देंगे कि लोग सड़कों पर एक दूसरे के आमने सामने हो। ये नहीं होगा, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए और ऐसा होगा भी नहीं इंशाल्लाह, चूंकि इससे वो चीज हासिल होगी जिसकी किसी को भी ख्वाहिश नहीं है।
बट जैसे आप कह रहे हैं ना कि कोई पीछे हटने वाला नहीं है, अभी इमरान खान ने ऑलरेडी बोल दिया है, उनका जो पहला बयान आया है कि आई विल बी बैक एंड आई विल फाइट स्ट्रॉन्गर। तो अब इस रैली का क्या होगा? ये रैली कैसे आगे बढ़ेगी या नहीं बढ़ेगी? नहीं बढ़ने देंगे तो लड़ाई होगी।
देखिए, रैली तो वो आगे बढ़ाएंगे। इससे पहले देखिए एक चीज समझ लीजिए कि एक माहौल क्रिएट करना था कि जिसमें कुछ लोग अपने पॉलिटिकल गोल अचीव करना चाहते हैं। मतलब खान साहब ये चाहते हैं कि चीजें जो है वो किसी के हाथ में जब नहीं होगी तो उसके बाद अल्टीमेटली कोई ना कोई फैसला किसी न किसी को करना पड़ेगा, और वो जो अर्ली इलेक्शन मांग रहे हैं उसके लिए कोई ना कोई फरीक आगे आएगा। ऑलरेडी पाकिस्तान के हालात हैं वो समझ लीजिए कि हुकूमत करने के काबिल नहीं रह गया है। अगर आप इसको खराब करेंगे तो मजीद खराबी होगी। मेरे नजदीक इमरान खान तो ये चाहते थे कि उनको अर्ली इलेक्शन मिले और वो इसके लिए दोबारा वापस आएंगे। वो तो पहले ही कह रहे हैं कि मेरी ये तहरीक जो है वो कोई 1-2 दिन की नहीं है, 5 दिन की नहीं है। ये लॉन्ग मार्च तो मैं 10 महीने चला सकता हूँ। अब 10 महीने मुंह से कहना आसान है, लेकिन प्रैक्टिकली किसी लॉन्ग मार्च को लीड करना और उसको 10 महीने तक सड़कों पे रखना, तो आप ये चाह रहे हैं कि आप टोटली ये चाह रहे हैं कि अदम इस्तेहकाम का शिकार हो जाए। तो उसका पर्पस तो यही है कि वो ये चाह रहे हैं कि मेरी बात मान ली जाए। वो एक जिद्दी बच्चे की तरह एक बात पे इसरार किए जा रहे हैं। अब दूसरी जानिब कुछ लोगों का ये कहना है कि अच्छा ठीक है, अगर वो इलेक्शन मांग रहे हैं तो ये कौन सा गैर कानूनी या गैर आईनी काम है, और अगर लोग भी सेटिस्फाई नहीं है और रिसेंटली जो ज़िमनी इलेक्शंस हुए हैं जितने भी, उसके नताइज अगर ये बताते हैं कि लोग मौजूदा हुकूमत के साथ नहीं है, तो इसमें हर्ज भी कोई नहीं है कि अगर आप नया इलेक्शन कर लें। प्रॉब्लम ये है कि नए इलेक्शंस के बाद भी अगर इमरान खान की मर्जी के रिजल्ट नहीं आए तो वो फिर सड़कों पे होंगे, जिसका मतलब ये है कि आप अदम इस्तेहकाम से बाहर नहीं निकल पाएंगे। ये एक ऐसी सिचुएशन है कि जिसका पहले कभी पाकिस्तान को वास्ता नहीं पड़ा।
ये जो सिचुएशन की हम बात कर रहे हैं, जस्ट होल्ड ऑन विद मी शहजाद जी, आई वांट टू गिव अ फाइनल वर्ड टू आवर अदर गेस्ट आल्सो. But we are getting indications of how the situation every hour is becoming worse, because previously we brought you footages of people protesting and burning stuff on the streets in Pakistan's Punjab. We're getting footage from Islamabad now. it seems that protests have broken out on the streets of Islamabad too. There is chaos and violence that is being seen on the streets of Islamabad. So this is possibly what is expected. And how well is the Pakistani establishment equipped to deal with this, to handle this, to curb this, Mohit? That is also a big question, no? Do they have the capacity to control what could happen?
Well, I believe to control is not the right word, I believe, so to be using right now. Managing would be much better, because once we talk about control, we're essentially talking about coercion against these people on the street. So anybody who is tasked with managing the outrage right now needs to be very, very careful not to pour fuel on this raging fire that is in the country right now. Everybody was warned, us journalists, we warned the politicians that if this goes through, because, you know, the recipe for chaos and anarchy is when all parties have taken such extreme positions and are not willing to budge. And that is exactly where we stand right now. And this spontaneous groundswell of violence, I am very suspect of this as well. I do not understand how this came into being, because knowing the PTI following, knowing the PTI supporter, we have not seen such a reaction by PTI supporters or voters in the past. So is this spontaneous groundswell, or is this by design? It remains to be seen. For whatever it is, controlling them will need extreme tolerance, extreme patience, and tactfulness. Because if the state goes all out belligerent to control these people, to in an effort.
Yeah, it could become worse. By control, I didn't quite mean that they should crack down on these people. I think an expression of some sort of anger will happen. But as you possibly very rightly said, managing this anger that is spilling onto the streets already and could spill onto the streets further is important, because we do know, despite the fact that he may have his detractors, and clearly this one alleged attacker whose video and confession has come out seems to be those kind of elements who just don't like him and are willing to kill him. Imran Khan does enjoy a lot of popular support too. So before I take a break, I want to give Sushant a word too. Sushant, what is your sense saying after watching Pakistan for all of these years? This is not unknown territory for them, because previous prime ministers and leaders of state have been shot at and have been successfully assassinated as well. What do you think will happen?
Shivani, this is in some ways uncharted territory for Pakistan. I don't think I've ever seen the Pakistan army as defensive and as terrified of a political leader as I see the current military leadership. I haven't seen a political opposition as effete as I see it now, and I haven't seen an opposition right now, a party led by Imran Khan, as belligerent as you see right now. And the fact remains that nobody is ready to, you know, sit down, try and sort matters out, reach a compromise, stick to the constitutional niceties and proprieties. Everybody wants to make a power grab. And the situation, I keep saying, is like that of a powder keg. All you need is a spark. It could be Imran Khan, what has happened to him today. It could be something else. Somebody else could be hit. You know, this character, Fawad Chaudhry, who was the purveyor of fake news when he was the information minister or the disinformation minister. Look at the kind of language he has used. Is this the kind of language you use at a time when your country is, you know, on a knife's edge, and things could go simply out of control? Do you use this language in a province like the Punjab, which is like the heartland of Pakistan? Pakistan is basically Punjab. All others are colonies of Punjab. But do you set on fire the Punjab in Pakistan? What kind of a character is he? And then for any Pakistani to say that, you know, there are agent provocators from outside Pakistan who are trying to provoke. I don't need to do anything. I have Imran Khan, you know, gaslight the whole country. I have Fawad Chaudhry actually set it on fire or try to set it on fire. Why do I need to do anything? I keep ordering popcorn at home and keep eating it and watching this reality show unfold in real time. But I think we need to be very careful as Indians. I think we need to be very cautious. We need to keep a very close eye on what is happening, because if all hell breaks loose, I think the fires will singe us as well.
Yeah. Well, this reality show is indeed a horror show as well. Certainly has been for Imran Khan today and could turn out to be for the rest of the country, even for the neighborhood. I think these are some more visuals that we're getting. If I can just get some information on what these visuals are. But it seems like the police is fighting with somebody there. This could have been... All right, so these are PTI workers who apparently clashed with the police earlier in the aftermath of the attack against Imran Khan. I have to slip into a very short break. I request our guest to stay with us. We're trying to pick up more details of the situation that Imran Khan is in. Remember, he's been admitted to a hospital in Lahore. Stay with us.
Car. He's been moved out of the container, made to sit inside the car. At that time, he looks all right. He seems to be all right as he's being moved into the container. From the container into the car, he seems to be all right. And there are security personnel all around him trying to guard Imran Khan at this point. But we are given to understand that he has been injured. So there are two sets of visuals that we have accessed. Mona Alam still with us. Mona Alam, so this was what reports said, that he's been moved away to safety. Imran Ismail, Faisal Javed, both injured. Two visuals of Imran Khan. One visual where he's looking visibly in discomfort and he's being helped by 3 or 4 people. He's being lifted. Another visual when he's being transferred from the container into a car and then being whisked away with supporters and of course his entire special protection or the security cordon also trying to guard him altogether. So dramatic visuals we have accessed, where we got more pictures from the hospital, very, very dramatic visuals that are coming through, discomforting visuals, ladies and gentlemen. There is a lot of blood and I'm going to request our team to exercise caution as we put it on air. The next set of visuals which have just come in can be discomforting. It is coming in from the hospital where there is absolute chaos. There is immediate care that's being administered to some of the injured. As many as 15 PTI workers have been injured and they are all being taken, rushed to hospital for medical care. Abhishek Jha with us. Abhishek, this is the situation is unfolding by the minute and dramatic turn of events.
Of course, and initially when we thought that Imran Khan was safe, now we have clear visuals where Imran Khan is being held. He's injured clearly, and not only Imran Khan, the senior leadership of his party is also injured. We have seen Faisal Javed's visual. He was also sitting on a chair, all bandaged across, blood all over his face. So clearly the attack was targeted at PTI's leadership, and this looks like a very organized setup because not only Imran Khan, his other colleagues have also been injured. And interesting fact is that the incident has happened in Punjab province of Pakistan, which is again being ruled by Pakistan, by PTI's leaders. And in that scenario, we can assume that Imran Khan's entourage was getting utmost security cover. And in that effect, if this thing has happened, it clearly looks like there has been some plot against this whole Azadi March or long march that Imran Khan has started.
Firing has been reported near Imran Khan's container in Pakistan.
This is Imran Khan. Whether or not he's injured is not confirmed. But we are given to understand that there are PTI leaders who have confirmed to CNN News 18 that even Imran Khan is injured. Now, was he injured because of the melee that happened soon after the firing, or has he had a bullet wound? That's the question we have to, we still don't have confirmation on. But there is confirmation that Imran Khan is also injured. Now, there is also another confirmation that all the injured have been taken to hospital. Faisal Javed, one of the PTI leaders, is there on camera and video with bloodstains on his dress and with injuries, and he's been taped and bandaged. But Imran Khan, we are given to understand, this is the still of Imran Khan, and that he is also injured. That's what we know. Whether or not it's a bullet injury is not yet confirmed, ladies and gentlemen. But there's absolute chaos which has happened, which has unfolded in Wazirabad. Mona Alam, one of the things, even as we see this picture, Imran Khan is being taken away. There's confirmation he's been moved away from the site. There's confirmation he's injured, but there's no confirmation whether it was a bullet injury. But this is happening a day after he openly took on Qamar Javed Bajwa.
Yes, I think I've earlier mentioned that Imran Khan has been taken off the container. I said that in my earlier remarks, and this is what we kind of knew at that point in time. Yes, you're right. We still do not know if Imran Khan... as far as my personal intuition is concerned, I think he hasn't had a bullet injury. Otherwise, their party persons would have told us by now, or even if they wanted to keep it a secret, they would have told us in confidentiality. But
some updates that have come in. Monaji, I'm interrupting you because this is the latest update. Our investigations editor Manoj Gupta is getting us. Gunmen attacking Imran Khan's container in Wazirabad. Firing by unknown persons near Imran Khan's container in Wazirabad city of the Gujranwala division. And we have Imran Khan received a bullet injury. He's injured and he's been shifted for medical care. Firing incident happened during PTI's long march against the federal government. More than 15 PTI workers have been injured, including the former governor of Sindh, Imran Ismail, and also PTI leader Faisal Javed. Former governor of Sindh, Imran Ismail, is reportedly injured in the firing at Imran Khan's container. So this is what we are given to understand. Even Imran Khan has picked up and is injured. He's been moved for medical care urgently. But former governor of Sindh, Imran Ismail, and Faisal Javed, both of them have also been injured in this firing. Nearly 15 PTI workers reportedly are injured. The attack has happened with an AK-47 rifle. That is also another input that's coming in. Plenty of information now trickling in as we look at the overall exclusive information coming through. Our investigations editor Manoj Gupta getting us these details. I'm going through it once again. That gunmen attacking Imran Khan's container in Wazirabad. There is one attacker who's been arrested so far. We are also given to understand the firing was...
Thanks a lot for staying with us. We're getting you these fresh visuals that are coming in. This is Imran Khan on a stretcher being wheeled in for medical treatment. As you can see that he has bandages on both of his legs below the knee. And this is the information that we were bringing you earlier also, that he has suffered bullet injuries on both of his legs. It seems that the rest of his body is still untouched, at least as far as bullet injuries are concerned. And that in itself could be some good news as far as this assassination bid on him is concerned. But as many as 3 to 4 bullets have managed to hit him. Whether they've grazed his legs, whether they've hit his legs more, frankly is unknown right now. But as I mentioned earlier, he was taken to Lahore hospital, and these are fresh visuals that have come in of him being wheeled in. We have a picture, for example, from earlier where he's also laying down on a bed, but he's animated, his hands are moving. And then there are, of course, visuals that we've accessed from earlier too, when he was carried out from the spot where the attack took place. There was absolute commotion and a massive crowd there that was already there, and then of course after gunshots there was commotion, and of course then visuals of how there have been some others left dead as well in the aftermath of that shooting. Some more updates coming in. Speaking of that assassination bid on former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan, we are getting one more statement from him. He's gone on to say, "I will fight the mafia till the last drop of my blood." This is very much in the same vein as the earlier statement that we accessed after his shooting, where he had said that God has given him a new life and therefore he will continue to fight. My guests, Pakistani journalists Shehzad Anwar and Moed Jafri, continue to be with us. Moed, given what we know of Imran,
उनकी जो एवैल्यूएशन हुई है, एक्सरेज और स्कैन हुए हैं, उसके मुताबिक बुलेट के फ्रैगमेंट्स, टुकड़े टांगों में मौजूद हैं और एक जगह के ऊपर टिबिया बोन जो होती है दाएं साइड पे, उस पे थोड़ा चिप हुई है बोन, यानी उसका टुकड़ा इस वक्त। और इस जगह टुकड़े लगे, कौन सी दाएं या बाएं? दाएं, मैंने अर्ज की जी, थोड़ा सा झंडा उधर कर ले। दाएं साइड पे टिबिया बोन जो होती है, जो टांग की निचली वाली बोन होती है। इस वक्त इससे ज्यादा मैं आपको ना बता सकता हूँ, ना मुनासिब होगा, क्योंकि अभी इमीडिएट इवैल्यूएशन हुई है जी। अभी इस वक्त उनको हम ऑपरेशन थिएटर ले गए हैं, उनकी प्रॉपर डिटेल इवैल्यूएशन थिएटर के अंदर भी होगी, और उसके बाद जो भी सर्जिकल ट्रीटमेंट की जरूरत होगी उस बोन के लिए भी और बाकी टुकड़ों को निकालने के लिए भी वो कैरी आउट की जाएगी। आपकी ये बताइएगा कितनी बुलेट्स बुलेट्स हैं जो
दोनों टांगों पे हैं, ये जरा क्लियर कर दें।
दोनों मल्टीपल फ्रैगमेंट्स हैं जी, और इसकी ये इनिशियल इवैल्यूएशन है। इसके बाद जब डिटेल्ड इवैल्यूएशन होगी, इसके बारे में हम एक डिटेल्ड स्टेटमेंट इशू करेंगे ताकि कोई इबहम ना रहे। इस वक्त आपसे बात करना जरूरी इसलिए थी कि चेमगोइयां और र्यूमर उसको खत्म किया जाए ताकि एक क्रेडिबल बात आपसे कर दी जाए।
अच्छा, मेडिकल बोर्ड के हवाले से बता दें कि 4 रुकनी में कौन कौन से जो है?
देखिए जी, जो रेलिवेंट स्पेशलिस्ट जो हैं हमारे सर्जन, ऑर्थोपीडिक के फिजिशियंस, हर वो स्पेशलिटी जिसकी इस चीज़ में रेलेवेंस हो सकती है वो लोग मौजूद हैं, वो देख चुके हैं, खान साहब को एवेलुएट कर चुके हैं, एग्जामिन कर चुके हैं, और जो फर्दर ट्रीटमेंट है वो उन्हीं के जरिए होगा, सर्जिकल और ऑर्थोपीडिक वालों के।
डॉक्टर साहब ये बता दें बुलेट्स कितनी है, काइंडली प्लीज ये कंफर्म कर दें।
देखिए, मैंने कहा की जो एक टांग है, टिबिया की जो बोन होती है, उसमें बोन थोड़ा सा चिप हुई हुई है। इस वक्त तक इतनी ही मालूमात हैं और इतनी इंफॉर्मेशन है। दोहरा दूं, उनकी तबीयत स्टेबल है, उनके ब्लड प्रेशर, वाइटल साइंस बिल्कुल ठीक हैं, वो बातचीत कर रहे हैं, उनको पेन कंट्रोल दिया गया है, लेकिन उनकी जो एवेल्युएशन हुई है, एक्सरेज और स्कैन हुए हैं, उसके मुताबिक बुलेट के फ्रैगमेंट्स, टुकड़े टांगों में मौजूद हैं, और एक जगह के ऊपर टिबिया बोन जो होती है दाएं साइड पे, उस पे थोड़ा चिप हुई है बोन, यानी उसका टुकड़ा इस वक्त।
और किस जगह टुकड़े लगे, कौन सी दाएं या बाएं?
दाएं, मैंने अर्ज की जी,
थोड़ा सा झंडा उधर कर ले।
दाएं साइड पे टिबिया बोन जो होती है, जो टांग की निचली वाली बोन होती है। इस वक्त इससे ज्यादा मैं आपको ना बता सकता हूँ, ना मुनासिब होगा, क्योंकि अभी इमीडिएट इवैल्यूएशन हुई है जी। अभी इस वक्त उनको हम ऑपरेशन थिएटर ले गए हैं, उनकी प्रॉपर डिटेल इवैल्यूएशन थिएटर के अंदर भी होगी, और उसके बाद जो भी सर्जिकल ट्रीटमेंट की जरूरत होगी उस बोन के लिए भी और बाकी टुकड़ों को निकालने के लिए भी वो कैरी आउट की जाएगी।
आपकी ये बताइएगा कितनी बुलेट्स हैं जो
दोनों टांगों पे हैं, ये जरा क्लियर कर दें।
दोनों मल्टीपल फ्रैगमेंट्स हैं जी, और इसकी ये इनिशियल इवैल्यूएशन है। इसके बाद जब डिटेल्ड इवैल्यूएशन होगी, इसके बारे में हम एक डिटेल्ड स्टेटमेंट इशू करेंगे ताकि कोई इबहम ना रहे। इस वक्त आपसे बात करना जरूरी इसलिए थी कि चेमगोइयां और र्यूमर उसको खत्म किया जाए ताकि एक क्रेडिबल बात आपसे कर दी जाए।
अच्छा, मेडिकल बोर्ड।
All right, so that's the first medical update that has come in through the doctors on Imran Khan's situation. So there is clearly multiple fragments, as the person there was saying, in both legs, and on the right tibia, which is the bone below the knee to the ankle, there is a chip. So there are some fragments and clearly some bone chipping that has taken place. Other than that, the person there was mentioning, I'm not sure who that was, maybe a representative or a PR member of the hospital. Imran Khan seems to be doing fine. He's stable. All of his other parameters are fine. Mohit Jafri, Pakistani journalist, continues to be with us. So that's some good news coming in. There are fragments, but not possibly any, direct bullet, piercing through, it sounds like.
Yeah. Much relief that Imran Khan has not sustained any serious injury apart from that tibia bone chipping because of bullet. The attack, as details now started coming in, and I'm sure you and your audience must have seen that clip, but you can actually hear a burst shot being fired where the person is actually emptying the entire magazine. The police, in their initial report after they apprehended this guy, Naveed, also stated that they confiscated a couple of empty magazines in addition to the one that was in the chamber or in the pistol when they arrested him. So it's basically probably because we don't know too much details right now. Could be an automatic weapon which has this pistol has the capacity of firing a burst shot. So that could be it. Plus, there are PTI leaders, certain PTI leaders, including Ms. Shiri Mazari, who believe that there were multiple attackers and that this guy was a distraction or diversion, as we saw in the case of the assassination of Benazir Bhutto Shaheed, where we still don't know. There was a lot of muddy waters, whether she was sniped, whether the close range shooter shot her dead. So it basically, there's a lot that still needs to be figured out.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course,
attack.
A detailed investigation is the
however,
only thing that can figure that out. But the good news that's coming in is that it doesn't look like Imran Khan is any danger as it stands. Shahzad Anwar Farooqi, senior journalist, also continues to be with us. Shahzad ji, मैं आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ, ये फाइनल हमारे मिनट्स हैं, कि जितना आप इमरान खान को जानते हैं, उस हिसाब से आपको क्या लगता है कि वो इस अटैक को अब कैसे डील करेंगे, कैसे रिस्पॉन्ड करेंगे? एक स्टेटमेंट हमारे पास आ रहा है इमरान खान के हवाले से कि ही विल फाइट द माफिया कोट एंड कोट टिल द लास्ट ड्रॉप ऑफ हिज ब्लड। तो ये भी एक बहुत ऑमिनस स्टेटमेंट वो दे रहे हैं।
देखिए, इसके अलावा मुझे और कोई रिस्पॉन्स उनसे आता हुआ लग नहीं रहा था। इट साउंड्स इमरान खान, मतलब लगता यही है कि ये इमरान खान का है और ये इमरान खान ऐसा ही है। अगर आप उसको डराने की कोशिश करेंगे तो वो नहीं डरेगा। अब इस पे आप जो कुछ हुआ है इस पे मुख्तलिफ थ्योरीज हैं, देख लीजिए कि क्या हो सकता है, कैसे हो सकता है। मैं तो अभी ये भी कहूंगा कि जिस एरिया में ये वाकया हुआ है अभी तक उसकी अहमियत को किसी ने हाईलाइट नहीं किया, लेकिन खैर अगर किसी ने नहीं किया तो मैं भी कौन होता हूँ करने वाला। लेकिन मसला ये है कि इमरान खान जो है उसने जो बयान दिया है वो उसने बिल्कुल ठीक दिया है, वो यही करेगा। और मेरे ख्याल में उसको समझाना पड़ेगा, उसको बताना पड़ेगा या उसके साथ डील करना पड़ेगा कि अगर आप निकलते हैं तो अब इलेक्शन है तो इलेक्शन के लिए 2-4 महीने किसी ना किसी को आगे पीछे करना पड़ेगा, जिसके बाद ये मामला सेटल हो जाएगा। मुझे इससे आगे की जो सीन है वो मुझे उसका परेशानी है कि देखिए पिछले से पिछले इलेक्शन जो 2008 में हुए थे उसमें ये कहा गया कि बहुत सारी सियासी क़यादत जो थी वो दहशतगर्दी के हमलों की वजह से बाहर नहीं निकल पाई और उनको एक जो इवन प्लेइंग फील्ड है वो नहीं मिल सकी थी। पीपल्स पार्टी इसका इल्जाम लगाती रही है, उसके बाद मुस्लिम लीग नून ने भी ये इल्जाम लगाया। अब ये इमरान खान भी उस फहरिस्त में शामिल हो गए हैं, जिसका मतलब ये है, देखिए अवामी लीडर जो है वो अवाम से दूर कैसे रह सकता है।
राइट।
और अगर आप उसका अवाम में जाना, अवाम से मिलना, अवाम से कनेक्ट करना अगर आप वो उसका खत्म कर देंगे तो उसके बाद वो अवामी लीडर तो नहीं रहेगा।
Well, certainly no leader in his position, and as you very rightly said, a leader of Imran Khan's make is not going to just now not get out in the public. He's going to obviously want to continue to interact with the public as he was wanting to do with this long march. And the question mark that persists is whether Pakistan can handle this situation now. I leave it at that. I do thank our guests, Moe Jafri and Shahzad Anwar Farooqi, for joining us and others before them. On that note, time for me to take your leave. My colleague Anand is joining you next.
Namaste, Jai Hind, and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. Somewhere one gets the sense that politics supersedes national security, then the interest of the nation gets compromised, ladies and gentlemen. The Coimbatore blast, a case in point, where somewhere it smacks of an effort to brush a sinister plot and a greater trend, which is a serious threat to national security, to try and brush that under the carpet, when the efforts were to try and dismiss it as just a mere cylinder blast, especially even after about 10 days and clear